The Avengers Tower, one of the most iconic things from the MCU, but it got bought out a long time ago during the events of Spider-Man Homecoming, and I'm pretty sure it was Kingpin. So, why do I think it's Kingpin? Because, one, Kevin Feige confirmed that they will use Charlie Cox as Daredevil in upcoming things. And with some projects that are out there, some people have gotten really happy, especially the Netflix fans. So my whole thought process is, after watching some of this stuff, I'm pretty sure Kingpin is the one who bought the Avengers Tower. Now, let me explain why. One, Kingpin needs to be a huge threat going forward. He needs to be more than just a Daredevil or Spider-Man threat. And one of the best ways to show that he's more of a threat than he ever was, would be having the Avengers Tower. Him having press, the FBI, and local government in his pocket doesn't mean shit compared to having some of the things in the Avengers vault that got sold to him in Homecoming that they mentioned, one of them being Thor's magic belt and Stark tech, a bunch of Stark tech. So all of a sudden, it doesn't necessarily take away from the stuff of Daredevil, but at the same time, it also elevates what they're going to do with Kingpin in the MCU to such a higher level. And then the other hero characters as well, such as Daredevil and hopefully Spider-Man. So how does this connect to current things going on in the MCU? Well, in Hawkeye, they're making a big deal out of this watch. And apparently it could lead to some secret vault. Maybe it's an idea out there I've seen. I don't know. I think if Kingpin is after it and he hired those people to get the watch, then there's a pretty good reason why he wants after it. Now, another thing that I wanted to bring up is that Vincent D'Onofrio and Robert Downey Jr. do have photos together. And in the comics, I think him and Kingpin and Iron Man co-founded Damage Control, which could make sense as to why Damage Control was they're kind of assholes in Spider-Man No Way Home to Peter, and specifically because they're like, hey, you're a problem for our employer who, does shady shit on the side. This is gonna be a problem down the line, so we should just try to get you in jail now, even if it is on bunk charges, essentially. So there's that. After Feige saying Daredevil's back, it's inevitable that we're going to see Kingpin and Daredevil fight again. Hopefully, Spidey can be a part of that. I already made another video talking about what I want to see from Daredevil. I don't know if it's up yet, actually. But I want to see, I'm hoping they can do a Team Red out of this whole situation with Deadpool, Spidey, and Daredevil, which would be really cool. That would just be great. I don't think that's Spidey's last, in the current contract, his last MCU appearance. I think now more than ever, seeing how John Watts directed the Homecoming trilogy, I think, and he's directing Fantastic Four. Yeah, he is directing Fantastic Four. It seems much more likely that Spider-Man will show up in Fantastic Four, especially since him and Johnny have such a really close relationship. And previously, before, Sony and Marvel execs have both said, basically, we're trying to make it to where the falling out doesn't happen again. And that seems to be the case. A bunch of 2022 titles will go to Netflix for a time, then they go to Disney+. There's more stuff like that. I mean, No Way Home. There's such a cool mix of ideas that were going on there. And I'm just so excited for all this stuff. What if that stuff Kingpin finds in the Avengers Tower, which will probably end up being Fisk's tower, will that enhance him to be as strong as he is in Spider-Verse or the Spider-Man game or in the comics? Or maybe he gets apparently in She-Hulk, Hulk blood is going to be sold around. I think it's She-Hulk's blood, as like a cure-all for people's problems. So what if he gets that and he doesn't turn into a Hulk? He just gets a lot stronger. I don't know. I'm just throwing ideas out there. And what do you guys think about Kingpin buying the Avengers Tower? I feel like I was reaching with that last thing, but I'm more than positive he got the Avengers Tower, man, and it's gonna be so cool. I can't wait to see how, like, what they're gonna do with him in the Echo series and all the street level stuff, because he's gonna be a very formidable threat going forward. He's not gonna just be some 2-bit criminal, not at all. But with that, brings me to the end of this video. So if you like the super nerdy content, Marvel, DC, Star Wars, and anime news, theory, and reaction videos, then this is the spot for you. So go ahead and like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.